As a young boy, Naruto had a hard life, as you all know. Growing up without parents and looked down upon by the people in his village, he didn't have a close relationship with almost anyone, until he would meet his godfather, Jiraiya. Arguably one of the closest relationships that Naruto would ever have, Jiraiya would play an instrumental role in Naruto's development, as he had done in the past with several other major characters from the series. Jiraiya was a light-hearted guy who never missed an opportunity for a joke, even if it was at his own expense. He thrived on being over-the-top in combat, striking poses, and giving dramatic self-introductions that were commonly interrupted by the bad guys. Every great story needs a character like Jiraiya, from his humor to his vulnerable deep dark secrets. So here are 6 facts about Jiraiya-sensei that you probably didn't know. He felt that his personality kept him from being Hokage. Jiraiya was officially offered to be Hokage 3 times, but he turned the position down each time. He felt that his personality quirks made him unqualified for such an honor. Jiraiya was deeply loyal to his beliefs and felt that he lacked the responsibility to handle the Hokage position effectively. If Jiraiya had become Hokage, several major events in the Naruto storyline would have never taken place. Naruto may never have learned how to do the Rasengan, and he certainly wouldn't have trained with Jiraiya. Sakura probably wouldn't have been an apprentice in medical ninjutsu, and the groundwork for exposing pain would have never occurred. Jiraiya believed his failures and infractions kept him from accepting the title of Hokage, but perhaps it was intuition of his true natural talents that kept him from serving behind a desk. He hated going into Sage Mode. Jiraiya was self-conscious about his image while in Sage Mode. He felt that it made him less attractive to the opposite sex. Sage Mode is an empowered state in Naruto that can be entered by blending natural energy into one's chakra, thus creating Senjutsu chakra. Jiraiya, however, didn't have the ability to properly balance his own chakra with natural energy. Because of his weakness, his appearance while in Sage Mode took on several toad-like traits. For example, his nose would grow bigger and gain warts, his teeth would become sharp, he would grow a goatee, and his eyes would become toad-like. Not being able to fully enter Sage Mode had benefits, though such as having a toad posture and webbed feet, which improved his abilities to maneuver. Yet Jiraiya still didn't like these attributes because he felt they would displease the ladies. He didn't use jutsu to make him look younger. Of the 3 Sannin, Jiraiya is the only one who never used a jutsu technique to make himself look younger. Orochimaru created a style body replacement technique that worked like a snake shedding its old skin. He used this technique to materialize a new body, even after Kabuto cut his throat open and injured him from head to toe. Tsunade had the creation rebirth technique, which is used for medical purposes as it speeds up the process of new cells forming. Jiraiya, however, seemed content being who he was and used none of these techniques to change his appearance. Some fans speculated that he didn't have the ability, but this wasn't true. Jiraiya knew the amount of chakra it took to maintain these appearances and used it for fighting instead. He had regrets about his life. Despite the amazing accomplishments in his life, Jiraiya regretted several things. He longed for a world without violence and believed it was his destiny to help bring peace. He also never got to experience being in a relationship with Tsunade and never had children of his own. Naruto, who was his godson, was possibly the closest relationship he had throughout his life. Jiraiya often saw his life as a failure. In his own words, to be happy was not his fate. Many fans believe it was his regrets that ultimately led to his death. Yet, even in death, Jiraiya inspired Naruto to be better and stronger. What Jiraiya saw as a failure became a success that would lead to the peace he longed to see. He graduated the academy at 6 years old. While a student can enter the academy at any age, most start around the age of 8 and graduate 4 years later. The only exception to this general rule were Kakashi, who graduated at 5 years old, Orochimaru at 6, Jiraiya at 6, and Itachi at 7. As the possible psychological issues of graduating at such an early age manifested in these prodigies, other talented children waited until they were 8 before entering the academy. Recent prodigies like Neji and Sasuke graduated with their peers instead, allowing themselves time to mature for psychological benefits. Graduating early makes sense for Jiraiya. He was a wanderer even at the age of 6. His sandals were made to make him look taller. Jiraiya was not the tall guy. The studio that created Naruto showed that he was 5 feet tall. They also showed that the sandals he wore added almost 3 inches to his height. These sandals found inspiration from Japanese geta, wooden sandals that were normally worn with traditional clothes like kimono or yukata, or with western style clothes during the summer months. Their design purpose is to keep an individual's feet dry from snow and rain. Due to being short, Jiraiya adapted these sandals to give him a bigger presence. However, during intense battles like the one he had with Pain, he took them off to fully utilize his Sage mode. Cosplayers of Jiraiya should know that these sandals aren't cheap, ranging from 60 to 100 bucks. So guys, this is all for today. These are all the facts I'm gonna give, but I actually have a couple more facts about Jiraiya that I didn't tell you guys. So if you wanna know another like 5 or 6 facts about him, just leave a like and subscribe to the channel so I could know. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.